Hello Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aries, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Aries, let's get started. We do have to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, somebody's super vigilant right now. Could be you, it could be your person, but I'm getting like a very vigilant energy, very similar to like the Page of Swords and Tarot. As well as the Five of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, possibly an Aquarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but let's see what's going on. We're going to focus on you first, and then we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. How does Aries currently view this relationship? Okay. So we have the Justice card. We do have the Seven of Swords, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. Okay. You're experiencing like this overwhelming feeling of something's just not right, something's just not right, something's just not right. And I feel like it truly is bothering you. I am definitely getting that. Now, even though everything on the surface appears to be perfectly fine, you're still experiencing this overwhelming feeling of something's just not right, something's just not right, something's just not right. Okay, let's look at your person. How does this person currently view this relationship? All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so we do have the Three of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups, and then we also have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so you're dealing with this Queen of Cups over here. Could be dealing with a water sign strongly. So Cancer, Scorpio, maybe even a Pisces. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Now, I feel like the main reason why you're sensing and feeling that something's just not right, is because you're connecting with somebody who essentially feels like their relationship with you is just simply not going to work out. As much as they want their relationship with you to work out, they don't necessarily think that it's going to essentially work out, between you and them is basically what I'm getting. And we do see this person, kind of forcing themselves to accept the fact that it's just not going to work out between the two of you. But that's a hard thing for this person to accept because of how emotionally invested and attached they are to you and what they essentially want with you. So something's obviously going on within this relationship between the two of you, Aries, that's causing this Queen of Cups to think it's just not going to work out between the two of you is basically what I'm getting. Okay. Now, I don't see this person expressing all of that to you. This is something that I do see them, keeping to themselves as far as feeling like it's just not going to work out between the two of you is concerned. But how does Aries currently feel? Okay, true pair situation here between you and this person. We do have the King and the Queen of Cups out here. Now, in regards to how you're currently feeling, this to me feels like you fishing for reassurance. Between you and I, that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like you just want to know, like, yo, are we good? Are we not good? Like, are we going to work this out? Are we not going to work this out? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? You're just fishing for, reassurance because of this overwhelming feeling that you're essentially feeling, that something's just not right. All right, how does this person currently feel? Okay, so we have the Five of Wands, we have the Hierophant, and then we also have the Two of Cups out here. The fact that this person has the Five of Wands out here, the number 5 basically speaks of change. Now, this person's not seeing something change, possibly within you or within this dynamic that they share with you, and it's causing them to become very angry and very upset, but it's also causing them to feel like, you know what, yo, this is just not going to work out. And I feel like that's like, the frustrating part, at least for this person, is because they do want things to work out between the two of you. But at the same exact time, it's like they're not noticing a significant change within you or within the relationship that they share with you, which is, for the most part, upsetting, this person, because as much as they want things to essentially work out, because they're not seeing, certain things change within this dynamic that they share with you or within you, it's causing them to kind of feel like, okay, this is just not going to work out. It's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. What actions will Aries take towards this person or moving forward? We have the Nine of Cups to the Three of Wands. We got the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the Two of Wands. Now, with the Two of Wands coming out here, before the Two of Wands comes the Ace of Wands, which speaks of our own personal wants and desires here. I feel like what you want is for the two of you to be good. I feel like what you want is for the two of you to essentially be happy. That's basically what you want. But the thing is that as much as you want to be happy with this person, as much as you want things to be good here between the two of you, you don't feel like things are currently good, you know, between the two of you. And it has you like kind of questioning absolutely everything right now, and you don't necessarily like it. Okay. What actions? Okay, so this is not good. Yeah, this is not good. And then we have this out here too. So let me just break this down for you really quickly here. There's you know, levels to this, I guess, is the best way I could put it. Right now, your person's showing up as a Queen of Cups. Now, due to everything that's currently going on here between the two of you, it's causing them to fall into this Queen of Swords like energy, where they're starting to kind of question, why are they here? Why do they even bother? Why are they still putting up a fight to keep this relationship between the two of you intact and afloat? What's the point? Especially if they don't necessarily think, you know, they don't necessarily see things changing or improving. So now they're starting to question, why are they even here? And this dynamic that the two of you share with one another. And then they start to fall furthermore into now this energy of just feeling extremely unhappy, you know, wanting, it's an energy of wanting something that this person thinks, believes, and feels like they can never have, is basically what I'm getting out of you and this dynamic that they share with you. And then also forcing themselves to accept that in the process of it all. Okay, look, if you truly want things to be good here between the two of you, I think that you need to figure out what it is that this person actually wants from you, because they're clearly not getting what it is that they want out of you in this connection that they share with you. And I think that that's something that you need to like prioritize right now. If in all actuality, you do want things to work out between the two of you and you do want things to be good between the two of you, you need to really identify what it is that this person's expecting from you. Like, what does this person expect you to change about yourself or basically work on? Because whatever it is that they're expecting from you, they're currently not getting. And it's causing them to fall into the, you know, this energy over here and then this energy, which is not necessarily a good sign. Because the fact that this person's falling from a Queen of Cups energy into a Queen of Swords energy, that's something to be worried and concerned about. It's like they go from, you know, I don't like, you know, the way things are, I don't like what's happening between Aries and I, but I love them and I'm in love with them and I'm just going to continue to try to make this work. And then once they hit this energy of questioning, why are they even here? That's kind of when, you know, things start to kind of get, you know, a little dangerous here, because once they start to question why they're even here, and then they start falling into this energy of, well, I'm unhappy here, I don't want to be here, and then I'm also not getting what I want out of Aries on top of that, and Aries is not changing, so why am I here? I might as well get up and walk away. You see what I mean? It's like the epitome of like, it's like the epitome of them starting the process of checking out emotionally, because once this person hits Queen of Swords energy, they've already checked out emotionally. Basically. And once this person falls into this energy right here, that's basically insinuating that they're checking out mentally. Okay. Remember, the cups and tarot represent our emotions. The swords and tarot represent our thoughts, right? And then the wands basically represent our actions, right? Our personal wants, desires, things of that nature. Once this person falls out of this Queen of Swords energy and they check out mentally from the marriage, from the relationship, that's when they're going to want to physically do something about their situation with you, like physically get up and walk away from the marriage, physically get up and walk away from the relationship. There's still time to salvage your marriage or your relationship with this person, but you need to really make it a priority to identify what it is that this person basically wants from you that they're currently not getting, because there's something that they clearly want from you that they're not getting, and it's something that they feel is just never going to change, you know, at this point. Okay, there's still time to salvage this. Don't get me wrong, there's still time, but I think that your best bet is to figure out what it is that this person wants from you, what it is that this person wants you to change about yourself, and start working towards that. Because if you don't start working towards that, they're going to continue to fall into this energy and then this energy. Once this person hits this energy, which you do not want, because once they hit this energy, now it's all about them wanting to get up and walk away at this point, because mentally and emotionally they'll be checked out of the situation. So there will be no point for them to continue to remain married to you or in a relationship with you. They're going to want to get up and go, and you don't want them to reach this point. You know what I mean? You don't want them to reach this point. And in order to avoid them reaching this point, you got to figure out what it is that they want you to work on and or change about yourself, and start taking the necessary steps towards working on that and improving that to salvage your marriage or your relationship with this person while you still can. With the pay attention to the red flags card, again, I was getting like a very vigilant energy coming from them. Whatever it is that they wanted you to work on or change about yourself, whatever have you, like I feel like they've been watching you closely to see like, okay, are you really going to put forth the time, energy, and effort towards correcting this behavior, changing this behavior, working on this, working on that, changing this, then the third about yourself? And from the looks of it, they don't see anything changing. Like your actions are telling them you're not going to change. Your words are telling them that you are, but your actions are telling them you ain't changing. And that's why they're falling into this energy of, why am I even here at this point? You know, and then once they, you know, fall into this energy, that's when they're going to want to get up and leave. But there's still time. There's still time for you to salvage this marriage and a relationship. At this point, it's just, you gotta start taking this, you know, you gotta start taking this very, very seriously and not brush it off. Like, oh, well, you know, they're just mad right now, but they'll get over it. Or, oh, like, you know, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Like, if you keep brushing it off, it's like, there's going to come a point in time where guarantee they will get up and walk away, because they're already starting the whole process without you realizing it. They're starting the process of checking out emotionally from you. And then they're going to start to check out mentally from you. And then that's when they'll eventually leave physically. Now, I do feel like, you know, you are for the most part unaware, you know, of all this. And it's pretty bad, because they're feeling what they're feeling and they're thinking the things that they're thinking, and they're not even sharing that with you. Something that I feel like they would normally do, and they're not doing that anymore. So that's even more kind of scary and dangerous, because now you don't even know what's running through their mind. You don't even know where their head is at this point. And as much as you don't like, you know, where you even stand, you know, with this person, something has caused this person to fall into this energy of feeling like there is no point of them even having a conversation with you at this point. So I don't know if you made this person feel, you know, like their feelings didn't matter, what they had to say didn't matter, but these are things you need to start gaining back if in all actuality you ain't trying to lose this person. Because if you don't start working on gaining all that back, it's like a guarantee this is what's going to happen. If it plays out the way that I saw it playing out, I guarantee this is what's gonna happen. Because when we saw your energy, you know, in regards to like how you plan on moving forward, we kind of saw you, you know, in this energy of, well, I just want things to be good between us. I just want things to be great. But you're not taking the steps towards making this relationship, you know, great, or changing whatever it is that you need to change, which will ultimately cause them to fall into the energy of, well, I don't even want to be here anymore. Let me go. You know what I mean? And you don't want it to get to that point, because once it gets to that point, which me personally, I've never seen it happen in, you know, in a reading or even in real life. I've never seen somebody check out emotionally and mentally and then physically and then go back to that person. It's like, once that person leaves physically, there is no going back. There is no, I'm so sorry and I'll do better and I promise, and look, I'm doing this now. Look, I've never seen anybody come back from that. You know what I mean? So you still have time. All right. That's what I will say. You still have time, but you got to take the time that you do have, within this dynamic that you share with this person seriously, because if you don't, this is going to be the outcome of the situation. They will get up and go. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.